Good evening, my fellow human beings. We are live. This is Live Free or Die. And I'm your host, Eli King. This is Alternative News Media, people. And, yes, we give you the news, the real news. God willing, hopefully. I mean, there's so much distorted news out here these days. Nobody knows what they're getting. Well, anyway, today's show, we're going to start off with the number one article here. The title of the show will be Obama's Secret New World Order Treaty Will Merge America into the Emerging One World Order, or economic system, actually. Yes, an emerging one world economic system. Yes, with his Trans-Pacific Partnership deal that just went through, or he's trying to get through, without the approval of Congress, apparently, or without letting Congress see this damn treaty that WikiLeaks has leaked. Did you know that the Obama administration is negotiating a super secret trade agreement that is so sensitive that he isn't even allowing members of Congress to see it? The Trans-Pacific Partnership is being called the NAFTA of the Pacific, and NAFTA on steroids. But the truth is that it is so much more than just a trade agreement. This treaty has 29 chapters, but only 5 of them have to do with trade. Oh yeah. It says right here, most Americans don't realize this, but this treaty will fundamentally change our laws regarding internet, freedom, healthcare, the trading of derivatives, copyright issues, food, safety, environmental standards, civil liberties, and so much more. It will merge the United States more deeply into the emerging one world economic system. Initially, 12 nations will be a party to this treaty, including the United States, Mexico, Canada, Japan, Australia, Brunei, Chile, Malaysia, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore, and Vietnam. Together, this represents approximately 40% of the global GDP, or those nations actually represent 40% of the global GDP. Oh, yeah. So basically what this breaks down to, girls and boys, is we're allowing other countries to decide on our financial systems. We're allowing them to put a internet kill switch by allowing them to pass this treaty. They will control our lives via the internet. And if they don't like what you're doing on the internet, boys and girls, they will block you from the internet. They will shut your IP address off, and you will not use the internet no longer. Okay? This is Obama's New World Order Treaty, boys and girls. Look into it, and if you know a little more about it and you want to give your point of view on it, give me a call at 212-245-7273. It is November 16th. We are live, people. It is 6 p.m. Like every Saturday, we broadcast the show at 6 p.m. worldwide, only on N.W.O, of course. Like I was saying, so give me a call. Yes, next article. Obama fix affirms Obama as absolute dictator with power to change laws as he pleases. This is from Mike Adams, naturalnews.com. And what Mike Adams is basically trying to say is, I don't know if you heard the speech, I think it was yesterday, Mr. Barack Hussein Obama stated he wanted to basically, he was going to fix the law or bypass his Obamacare law, which is unconstitutional. First, you implement a law through Congress, the Obamacare Act, the Affordable Health Care Act, and then you're going to say, all right, like a dictator that I am, I'm going to block that law or just push it aside or just say, nah, it's okay. Don't worry about that. I'm the president, and I say what goes, and basically screw Congress, screw the Senate, and screw you people. And let me read some of what Mike Adams has to say here. Beware of presidents who claim absolute power over Congress. This is how Hitler rose to power, of course. It's how every tyrant throughout history got his start. It's also precisely what the United States Constitution prohibits in Article 2, Section 3, where the language demands that the president take care that laws be faithfully executed. So, Mr. Obama, you cannot bypass laws, especially laws that you put into place. And now you're going to say, oh, I will implement the waiver and give you guys an extension for another year with your little Obamacare and all these tyrannical laws you're putting in place. And so many people are upset about Obamacare. It's becoming repugnant, really ridiculous. I mean, it's getting really bad, and more people are waking up to this, thankfully. Thank you, Obama, for raising taxes. Thank you, Obama, for implementing or extending the Patriot Act. Thank you, Obama, for the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act, which basically states that you can lock up and imprison American citizens without a lawyer and just throw away the key. All right, it appears we have a phone call. Let's push him through. Caller, you're on the air.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
Hello, sir. How are you? What's on your mind today?
Oh, yeah. Did I heard you right that Obama is trying to put together with the one world government, which I know he's trying to do for quite some time? It's just a matter of time that he's going to pull all this going to pull through together.
Well, yes, the Trans-Pacific Partnership Treaty is one step closer to a one world government, a new world order. Yes, that is exactly what I said, sir.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is predicted by next year, though, because just remember, the shutdown is supposed to be happening on January 15th, and the debt ceiling is due on February, which is next year.
Yep.
So that means that can fall into place around that time. So it's kind of like right on time around that area. So it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time before they destroy us all, Steve, and destroy this country and try to do away with the Constitution. We must save the United States Constitution, my brother.
Yeah, it's the only thing we have,
It is by the people, for the people, and of the people. And these tyrannical bastards will not take away what thousands of my American brothers and sisters fought and died for, bled, literally, lost limbs, losing limbs still today. And now they have our troops in Afghanistan protecting opium fields.
Now the troops are coming home, though, little by little, though.
They're coming home hooked on heroin because there's nothing but heroin in Afghanistan. Let me tell you, there's plenty of it. And if you're not using the heroin, then they force feed you Percocet pain prescription pills.
Oh, yeah,
and then
exactly.
They order you off of them. And being that you're already hooked and you can't get off of them, they drug test you, and then they deem you as a drug addict, and they take away your Second Amendment right to bear arms, to carry a gun, Steve.
See, that's how they do it.
That's exactly how they do it. These scum, boy. Anything else on your mind, Steve?
Oh, yeah, about the Obamacare. That's been coming up for the past couple of weeks now with the Obamacare chaos, and Obama's going to be having the audacity to apologize. He knew doggone well this thing is not going to pull through. Like, he's saying, like, you can keep your health care, you don't have to change it. That's a bunch of BS right there.
I think I played last week the 36 lies. He stated you can keep your doctor if you like it. You can keep your health care.
Now they're going through problems now.
And, I lost my health care coverage, Steve. I had United Healthcare. I was forced onto Cigna. I pay now $150 more than I did a week.
Oh, my goodness, man. It's like it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it's going to be a sad Christmas for my children, let me tell you.
Oh,
anyway,
of course,
Steve,
man.
I got a video to play here of some more pissed off people about Obamacare, so I'm going to have to let you go, brother. I appreciate the call, and I'm going to talk to you next week.
All right, take care, man.
All right, brother. Apparently we got another phone call there. Let's push the other phone caller through, see what he has to say. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, man? I was hearing you talking about this Obamacare over here. I don't have any care right now. You guys are lucky you got care, man. I know you pay a little bit extra, but that's the cost of inflation, and this is why America's beautiful, because it's all about capitalism over here. So I want to offer you a few pieces and bits of advice, so possibly maybe you can make some more money. So, you know what I'm saying? The system won't be working you too hard, man.
It's all about capitalism. You're absolutely right. But it's not about crony capitalism, the way these scumbag senators and these tyrant banksters have taken over our monetary and financial system by getting rid of the Glass-Steagall Act.
Oh, I understand, but right right now we're talking about you and the insurance. Those people, they're too big for you to focus on them right now. You ever heard drip, drip, drip fills the bucket? You got to do small things and take steps to accumulate and get the leverage, you know? So when you start with having the money, that's when you start having the voice. And then you start moving along, and instead of complaining about these things, I feel bad for your children. But when I grew up as a kid, you know what I used to get for Christmas? I used to get a kick in my ass. My mother told me, be happy. You know what I mean? Go to school, get your education, do the right thing. And then at the end of the day, you know, I learned how to make the money. So I said, all right, whatever I need, I know I need to get the money, because the people, they're going to lie to you all day. So you don't need to worry about that. I know you probably pissed off about it and things, but you know what? Unless you're going to move to friggin' China, you know what I mean, where they'll just poison your ass and get rid of you. They won't even give you fucking health
Well, it seems like the Chinese are moving
give you
here.
A bad turnip. They only donated $10,000 over there to the Philippines.
Yeah,
You
I
heard
hear
about
ya.
that? They got a big boat docked over there called Noah's Ark, and they won't even send it in to do humanitarian aid. What's that? Now you got everybody moving to Ireland, or the corporations, so they could get the big tax deductions. Everybody's leaving here, man. So the people that are here, I want us to unite together, you know what I'm saying? And yo, if you do $3 a day, man, we can start a union. That's what I want you to start. I want you to start a union for the live free, die hard motherfucking slogan. So then at that point, you start a union, you start having people donate money to you, and then you could clone your own happiness, my brother. That's what it's about. Well, what's your answer to that? What do you think, man, about that idea?
That was your idea? Okay. Sounds very interesting. I like it. Yeah. I tell you what. You got my email address up there, Mr. Ram? Throw out my email address.
Oh no, my name is Mr. Rambuski.
No, I was talking about my assistant over here. My great assistant over here who's helping me out today.
What's your assistant? What's her name?
It's not a her today, but I threw up my email address up here so you could send me some more info on that. I'm gonna have to let you go though. I appreciate the
I'm
call.
looking at you right now. That's why I was saying that, because I see you got the shades, and I got the shades too right now, and I got my assistant over here. You know what I mean? And she's a woman, man. So I think that's the problem right there. You're surrounded by too many men. When you start surrounding
boy, I
yourself
appreciate
with
the
women,
call. Thank you, brother. All right. Great caller right there. I appreciate the call. If you want to send me some more of that info, send it to livefreeordie@AOL.com. Sounded really interesting there. Sorry I had to let you go, brother, but we got to get to this first video here. I got a lot of news to get to. We only got 28 minutes. This is some angry people at Bowie State University in Maryland. It's a black college, and a lot of people are pissed off at Obama because of Obamacare. So let's get to it.
This is one of the schools that's had to cancel student health insurance plans because of the regulations with Obamacare. So we're just trying to get students' opinions on what they think about that.
That sucks. Totally unfair.
Stupid, and it's Obama's fault. You know, you haven't done anything, Obama, and I'm disappointed in you.
So what are you going to do for health insurance now?
Not get sick.
What are you going to do for health insurance now?
I think I'm gonna go to Obamacare.
Obamacare is expected to cost about $3,000 a year. Do you think you can afford that?
I can't afford anything right now. I can't even afford my loans.
We don't have that money. We can barely afford books.
I guess I'm gonna have to put in some overtime at work, you know. So
people are lucky just to pay Sally Mae, to be quite honest with you.
Can't afford $3,000 a year?
Afford it now.
Yeah. Asking, like, what do you plan to do now for health insurance?
I don't know.
Like, he said he's for his people, but actually he's not. He's actually putting money in the white people's pocket instead of, like, you know, putting money in helping the black people out.
I mean,
I admit, first I was with it. Now I don't think it's really benefiting us, so students. So I don't know about how I feel about it now. Yeah, I don't know.
Are you, like, disappointed in?
Yes, I'm very disappointed.
Did you vote for Obama?
Yes.
And are you disappointed in how it's?
Yes.
I mean, overall, like, how have you thought about how Obamacare is turning out?
He should have done his research a little bit better.
Are you on student health insurance?
I was, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know. I'm just learning about this just now. So when did this pass?
And now that's gone because of Obama? I didn't know that was even a part of Obamacare.
I ain't see that coming, but then again, not surprised. Government been lying to us since birth.
How have you felt about like the rollout of Obamacare so far?
I feel like the fact that they took that away from us shows that they don't care.
Did you vote for Obama?
I did.
Are you disappointed?
I am.
I am disappointed because what it was hyped up to be, that it was supposed to solve a lot of problems and help a lot of people, and it's not really doing that.
All right. There you go. You heard it from the people. It's not really helping and solving the people's problems. They're out there struggling. They had a health care plan that cost them $50 a year, but the campus, whoever runs the healthcare system at that campus, had canceled that plan because of Obamacare, and they will now have to pay $50. $50. Can you believe that? I mean, more than, not $50. They were paying $50, and now they're going to have to pay $3,000. Excuse me, I'm all clustered here. We got a lot of news. We got to move fast. So moving on, my next article is about chemtrails. Mysterious fibers fall from the skies of France. It's from Truthstream Media here. French English language newspaper The Connection is reporting that mysterious fibers have dropped from the sky over Dome and southern France, leaving residents puzzled while others point to chemical phenomenon. Yes, I shot a few of these chemtrails myself, actually. And I also got some photos of it. I got a little video of it. And if you run across any chemtrails, I want you to record them as well. Let's go to this video that I shot myself, and so you can see what I'm talking about.
Chemtrails.
There you have it. Chemtrails. You will see those chemtrails up in the sky, especially in New York City, especially around 7:30, 8 o'clock, early in the morning. Look up in the sky. They're poisoning us every morning. It is not to help global warming. It is not for anything that they claim it's supposed to be. It is aluminum, barium, salts, stuff that will make you hallucinate. Apparently in this article, I forgot to read that one side effect to chemtrails is it'll make you think that parasites are growing on you. It's called Morgellons, is the disease specifically involving fibers many have tied to the chemical phenomenon, or the chemtrail phenomenon, is where sufferers have the delusional belief that they are infested with parasites, whereas in reality no such parasites are present. Yet sufferers may exhibit a range of symptoms such as unusual fibers in the skin. If someone is delusional, how can they actually exhibit fibers growing out of their skin? Well, boy, chemical trails are doing all such a damage to us, I tell you. And I got some photos I want to show you. Let's punch up these photos of the chemtrails. Here's one on the Lower East Side here in New York. Another one there. Plenty of chemtrails lining up in the sky. I believe this one is on 7th Street and Avenue A. This one is on 22nd Street and 1st Avenue. This one is on East 6th Street and Avenue A. Yes, this is what the chemtrails look like. I want you to identify them. I want you to photograph them. I want you to put them on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Reddit, whatever the hell social networking that you do. I want you to expose these New World Order bastards on what they're doing to us. They are poisoning us, my friends. All right, that's enough of that. All right. Let's get this phone call through. We got a phone call. Let's see what he's... Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you now. I hear you talking about Obama over there. How can you even trust him? His name isn't even Obama. His name is Barry Sotomayor.
Barry Sotoro. Barry Sotoro, sir. Lower your TV.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Let me lower down the TV. Hold on. Yeah, man, and I was looking into all this stuff. He's about to try to take over and make the rest of the world do good, and we're not doing good over here. You know, he gave $1 billion for Brazil to do offshore drilling, but why we can't do it over here, man?
Because they signed the secret treaty, sir, in 1970 something under the Nixon administration, that in exchange for giving T-bills to the Saudi Arabians, we will not drill on North American land. As a matter of fact, we have more oil in this land, on this North American land, than anywhere else in the world. But because we signed the secret treaty, we can't drill for it.
Oh, because we've been drilling over there in the Gulf, you know what I'm saying? And now they're saying they got so much reserves of oil now that we don't even need to buy oil from overseas. That's why they keep trying to fluctuate the prices, but we're the ones modifying the prices because we got the oil, so we're fluctuating our own people with the oil.
Absolutely. Gas prices have gone up today. Yesterday I saw it was at $4.09. Today it's about $4.19. It seems to be skyrocketing for the holidays. It's like you said, they fluctuate the price to make money, apparently.
Well, that's the thing that I wanted to get to when I see you over here. I want you to let the people know exactly what's going on when it comes down to all that kind of stuff when they start taking the money. Because I see you wanted the people to take the pictures and do the Instagram and do all that, but they're not going to have the time to do it if they're going to be all worked up about gas, driving to work, coming from work over here, finding parking. I parked my car the other day and I got the boot on it.
Oh boy, yeah, it's a boot racket by Bloomberg.
Yeah, and then I had to pay $839.21 for the whole thing. Then I waited 5 hours. Then they came back, and then I didn't even get to go to work. I didn't get to do nothing. And then after that, then I went to go do the gas, and I was like, God damn.
All right, brother. I listen. I appreciate the call. I'm gonna have to let you go, man. Let him go. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I gotta let you go. I got plenty of news to get here. That guy's very funny, though. Maybe he could be my co-host someday. All right, listen. Clear majority of Americans still believe JFK murder conspiracy. Yes, most consider federal government CIA top suspects. Yes, despite misleading headlines in some quarters, a clear majority of Americans still believe that President John F. Kennedy was killed as part of a conspiracy involving entities and individuals other than Lee Harvey Oswald, including Senator John Kerry himself, states that Oswald was not a lone gunman. And that also comes from a Gallup poll, which, like I said, the majority of Americans believe Oswald was not a lone nut, and there was a larger conspiracy involved, possibly the CIA, involved in killing him because he threatened to splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces. Next article, we're moving on here. Chinese troops will have boots on the ground in Hawaii on Tuesday. Yes, apparently they're having communist Chinese troops train on our ground, our land, for disaster relief for a third world country. Oh boy, that's training for the Chinese to actually invade, if you ask me. They're training to invade our land. This is why we must keep our Second Amendment. This is exactly why. And a great example of keeping our Second Amendment right here is armed family frees abducted woman from violent kidnapper. After police efforts proved fruitless, the family of a kidnapped woman demonstrated why the Second Amendment is important when they took matters into their own hands last Friday. Yes, this scumbag kidnapped a woman, took her to some abandoned building. The police could not even find the guy, so the family armed up because it was their Second Amendment right to carry a gun and go out and search for this scumbag. And they found him in an abandoned building with the lady there, and they shot the piece of shit dead. I'm sorry I had to put it that way, but scumbags like this, and it should be our right to protect ourselves with guns. It is written in our Constitution, and we must save the Constitution, damn it. All right, moving on. USDA to allow U.S. to be overrun with contaminated chicken from China. Not only are we getting troops from China, but we're getting chicken. Contaminated chicken at that. So watch out for the chicken. Don't eat that damn chicken from China. And, watch out. Oh boy, Massachusetts Massachusetts moves to inspect gun owners' homes. Bureaucrat proposes violating Fourth and Second Amendments to protect children. In Massachusetts, a bureaucrat wants police to enter private residences and safeguard guns on the pretense that violating the Constitution will be good for the children. Well, no, you will not violate my Constitution, Barry Greenfield, you piece of crap. Out of control. All right, next article. Mike Adams here, InfoWars. Actually, go to InfoWars. You'll catch this here too. The new statin drug scam. Half the doctors on the recommendation panel have big pharma ties. Yes, they're now introducing these statin drug guidelines where they're going to give you cholesterol medication or blood pressure medication if you already have heart disease, people ages 40 to 75 with a higher estimated 10-year risk of heart disease, and people with type 2 diabetes. So now they will be pumping these statin drugs that will probably help your blood pressure and your heart, but it'll eat up your brain. Okay? Next article. NSA can track your location even when your phone is turned off. Yes, the National Security Agency, the NSA, tracks everything you do, even when your phone is off. That's why I do not get the iPhone, because you cannot take the battery out. Okay? I like phones where I can take my battery out so you cannot track me. And some people say, oh, but if you have nothing to hide, what do you worry about? It's my right, you piece of crap. All right, moving on. School's new spy system places children under complete surveillance. Yes, gunshot detectors are now being put in classrooms around America. Apparently, this is like 1984 on steroids here. SST Inc., a Bay Area technology firm, is currently installing its shot spotter gunshot detector. Now that's all nice and sweet, but what they don't tell you is that this gunshot detector can record all of your conversations from 200 yards away. New Xbox can see through your clothes like TSA scanners. Yeah, the new Xbox One, perverts can now hack into that and watch your little children and look at their little private parts. So be careful before you get the little Xbox scanner. All right, hit the bumper music because we are almost out of time. And last article, America and Israel created a monster computer virus which now threatens nuclear reactors worldwide. Stuntnecks, they released this virus, and it'll probably come back and bite us and cause an American blackout, or they'll just destroy our financial systems, whatever it is. Listen up, people. We are out of time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Join me next week and every week, Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on MNN.org. God bless America. God save the Constitution. And if you have received this transmission, then you are the resistance. Thank you.